Now I have $430 and it's only 7 p.m. I did work quite a long shift, but it's $430 in a day.
For the night, 767, man, the shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I got down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, it's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, begging for my ice.
What's up, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree, Miss Thickeray if you nasty. Today's video is going to be a bit more informative, okay? We're discussing how to return to life after this pandemic. We're all thinking it's going to go back to normal, everything is going to resume. The economy has not plummeted. We're all going to get our jobs back, but unfortunately, that is not the reality. It's time for us to get real. I heard a stat the other day that said only 10% of jobs will be returned. The likelihood of you returning to a job or getting the same income that you were making before COVID, not going to happen. So this video will be especially helpful to those of us that want to rebuild our income or just make up for whatever was lost during quarantine. When I'm discussing side hustles, I'm talking about all legal things. I mean, if you wanna get down with the other stuff, you could do that too. Just apply whatever I'm saying to that. Now, a side hustle is not just for those that require additional income. It is also for those that just don't want to do traditional jobs anymore. Now, the first step is to figure out what is a side hustle that you can apply to your life, something that you can easily do. And the best advice that I've received was, if you're looking to start a business that fills a need. You offer a service or a product that's in high demand. People will always need what it is that you're offering, so they're likely to spend their money with you. An example, during quarantine, there was a need for masks. There was a need for hygiene products. So if you had a side hustle where you just made masks on the side, like, you know, cute designed masks, or you sold like organic hand sanitizer or something like that, you're likely to flourish because you filled a need, you filled a business need. So figure out what hustle it is that you are capable of doing, and if you're not capable, it is in your best interest to maybe figure out how to. And when I'm talking about side hustles, I'm talking about graphic designers making logos, making YouTube banners, making business cards, album covers, all that stuff. If you are somebody that somehow knows how to do a little bit of hair, take a couple of courses or educate yourself on YouTube. Figure out how to install wigs, figure out how to install microlinks, figure out how to do silk presses, all of that stuff, so you can add that to your list of services. If you are somebody that enjoys spending time outdoors, random example, you like spending time outdoors. Pool cleaning. It's a lot of rich folks that spend good money on pool cleaning. If that's something that you like to do, offer that as a service. There are so many services out there that people will spend their money on. Like I said, find a need and fill it. You don't have to limit yourself to just a beauty service. Find a need and fill it. You have stuff that people want to buy, sell it. You have material items that people want to buy, sell it. You have a skill that people want to learn, teach them. My personal side hustle is lash extensions. I am an eyelash technician. I didn't know how to apply eyelashes. I was a student at the University of Toronto, I believe in my second or third year, when I decided, okay,
I don't really want to go back to work.
I gave up working retail after a while. I said,
you know what, I don't want to do retail anymore. I'm not good at being a salesperson. I don't like these types of jobs. I don't want to have a certain amount of sales per hour because it's always going to be $10.
and I just don't want to do this anymore. So I'm gonna do a side hustle. What is it that I can do? And at that time, eyelash extensions were not as huge of a market as it is today, but still it was pretty prevalent. So I decided, okay, well, I want to be a certified lash tech, so I have to take a course. I saved up some money. It was quite an expensive course, but it's totally worth it. I was able to find an instructor online. She offered me a one-day course, and I believe most of the courses that you will take if you are learning from an instructor will be a one-day course, unless you're going to cosmetology or like a beautician school. It's not going to be a one-day course. I took the classic lash extension course, and this came with theory. I practiced on a mannequin, I was quizzed, and then I practiced on a live model as well. So it's a whole day of just learning. With that knowledge, I was able to build my clientele a little bit, but what I did in the beginning was I needed some practice. So I just asked a few of my girls. I got on Snapchat, I said,
hey, who wants to let me practice some lashes on them free of charge?
and I got a couple girls, practiced my craft. It did take a while in the beginning. It took much longer than lash extensions should take, but it was cool because they were guinea pigs, you know? So I was testing it out. And with each guinea pig, I just got better and better. My time reduced. I think I did a total of 5 free clients. And then I took pictures. I started my lash page on Instagram. I posted them, asked them to promote me. I had business cards and all of that already set up. So that's another note. You should have business cards. You can get on Vistaprint and easily make your own business cards, and they're not that expensive. They come out really professional for a good price, and they just deliver them right to your home. So that's what I did. I already had business cards set up. I had little aftercare packages. So I would put a business card, I would put a lash brush, some treats, a little bit of candy, and I had my logo on the box. That's how I built my clientele. I had a few people come and they really enjoyed the service. I provided great customer service, even though I was still learning and maybe not the best lash tech. Because of the service that I provided them, they were pleased enough to either return or tell other people about it. Of course, my prices were much lower in the beginning than they are now. And I did that just to be fair.
Like, hey, I'm probably a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to charge you too much, but I will charge you because this is my time. I charge for my time.
So I started off with a low price, and then increasingly as I got better, I increased my price. Now I have full clientele. I have regulars, I have newcomers, I have friends of old clients, just solely based on the quality of service that I provided, my customer service skills, people skills, networking skills or lack thereof. I was able to build my clientele. Social media helped a bit, but not as much as word of mouth. If I knew that somebody needed lash extensions, I would say,
Hey, guess what I can do?
you know, you have to put yourself out there a little bit. If you want clients, if you want people to spend their hard-earned money with you, you have to step outside of the box. You can't be shy about this. You can hire other people to market for you, but you kind of want to be a boss, right? Now, the pros about having a side hustle is you are your own boss, you set your own schedule, you accept whomever you want to accept, and you reject whomever you want to reject. You do not have to service everybody. This is not a corporation. You work for you. Those are the benefits that I enjoy, and I do my business right here, right behind me. I have a pretty big bedroom, so I actually just do my lash extensions right here. And nobody seems to have an issue with it. I have steady clientele that frequently come right here. And of course, I make sure that it's a decent setup. You still want to provide professionalism at the end of the day. It's up to you where you choose to conduct your business, but make sure that it is professional nonetheless. And you know what? If somebody is not fucking with what it is that you're offering, they just won't return, and that's that. If you are offering a beauty service, make sure that you're always kept up with the latest trends. You want to know what's happening at all times. Like, let's say you're a makeup artist. Cut crease is out. They're not doing cut crease anymore, and you're still offering cut crease as your main service. Maybe it's time to expand. Think about it. Like,
Oh wait, we're doing colored eyebrows now. Let me get into that.
you want to make sure that you understand what the trends are. And if you're offering a unique service that goes against the trends, then that's cool as well, because the beauty of your side hustle and the business that you offer is that it's unique. But if your service is not unique, make sure you know what's happening. Try to incorporate it in your services as well. If you don't know how to do it, you always want to educate yourself. If it requires you taking another course, do it. If it requires you educating yourself on YouTube, do it. If it requires you asking others that do the same thing, ask them. Don't be shy about it. Like I said, we always want to be professional. We want steady clientele, so we need to offer professionalism and great customer service. So you want to be educated on what it is that you're doing. I still, to this day, I still take lash courses. I recently took another one. You can't see my certificate over there, but I recently took a course to be an instructor. So I will be offering courses on how to do all things lashes. The instructor bag is much bigger than the technician bag. Let me just not even get into that. It's too much for this video. But the point is, never stop learning so you can offer the best possible service. And then if you get tired of it, you get tired of it. And like I said, as I got better over time, my price increased. And that's another thing that's beneficial about being your own boss. You set your own price. How much is your product worth? How much is your service worth? How much is your time worth? I think my time is worth quite a bit. So if I'm doing lashes for 2 hours, I have to sit here for 2 hours and be very intricate, very delicate with your eyeballs. I'm gonna charge you quite a bit of money. And that's okay. However, you still need to be knowledgeable about the market that you're in and how much your competitors are charging. There are so many lash techs in this city, in the next city over, in the next city over that you really need to think and be smart about it. Like, hey, I'm offering the same thing that she's offering. She's offering it at this price, but her quality is about here while my quality is about here. And she's charging this price. Maybe I should increase mine a bit. It's totally up to you. You use your discretion and you gauge how much you feel you should charge for your service. I'm just gonna give you an example of how much you could possibly make in a day working as a lash tech. My prices for a volume set are $130. For a hybrid set, $100. For a classic set, $70. Now let's say I'm having a really great day and I have 2 clients that want volume sets. It takes me about 3.5 to 4 hours to complete a volume set, but it's totally individual based. So it really depends on the client. Let's just say 3 hours. I start at 8 a.m. So from 8 to 11 a.m. I've made $130, and then I have another client 11 to 2. That's $260. And then I have another client that wants a hybrid set, say 2.5 hours. So from 2 to 4:30, that comes to $360. And then let's say I have a classic set. I'm only doing 1 hybrid that day. Let's say I do a classic set. I'll take a little 30-minute break from 4:30 to 5, from 5 p.m. to 7. It takes me 2 hours to do a classic set. That's $70 in addition to the $360. Now I have $430 and it's only 7 p.m. I did work quite a long shift, but it's $430 in a day. Like I said, you are your own boss. You can decide,
You know what? Tomorrow I don't want to take any clients, so I'm going to close my schedule.
you can take a break. You can take a break the following day. You can take a break the day after that and the day after that, and then do it again. If you have 2 really good days in a week, that's $860 that you just made in that week. It is in your best interest to have a side hustle. If you have the time and you have the skill, find something that you are capable of doing and do it. And I didn't have the skill. I didn't know how to apply lash extensions, so I took a course for it. I invested in myself and I took a course. I spent money and I took a professional course. And the return that I have gotten on that investment thus far, probably tenfold. When you are doing this, it's easy to get caught up in,
Damn, this is a lot of money that I'm making. Wow, I'm really enjoying this lifestyle.
keep in mind that you do have other goals that you still want to accomplish, and it's hard to get lost in that sometimes. You think, wow, this is going so well for me, maybe I should just be complacent in what it is that I'm doing right now and forget about all that other stuff. However, if you do develop a passion for it along the way, by all means, make it your career. Build an empire out of it. However, that is not my situation. I'm just lashing solely as a side hustle. When I started lashing, it was my only source of income at the time. I was a full-time student and I was lashing to make money. Being a lash technician was able to pay all of my bills and give me disposable income at the same time. I didn't have to go to a job. I set my own hours. I made sure I had enough time for my studies. I made sure I had enough time to go to classes and do all of that stuff. And then I would come home, take a break, rest whenever, work as many hours as I wanted to or as little hours as I wanted to, and I was still able to take care of my responsibilities. Even though I enjoy the perks that I get, it is solely a means to an end. Eventually, I will stop. I have bigger things that I want to focus on. I don't want to be a lash technician forever. I've still got my eyes on the prize, and this is just helping me get there. It's just a step along the way, a stop along your journey. Like I said, if you do end up forming a passion for it and you're like,
Wait, I actually really like this. I love the way this is going. I love my life when I'm doing this.
then honey, you have found your passion, okay? That is it for you. Continue doing that. Build an empire out of it. Grow it to the point where you're not just doing lash extensions from your bedroom. You've got a studio. You're doing lash extensions out of a studio. You have a storefront. You know, people are coming to you. They're walking in. They don't have to book appointments. Do that. That is awesome. That is amazing. However, like I said, if you're like me and it's just a means to an end, make sure you do it well. Make sure you do it professionally. Do your market research. Make sure that you know what is happening in your industry, in your field, and strategize how you are going to beat your competition. Or if you're not going to beat your competition, find out how you're going to survive amongst your competition. I previously mentioned the pros of having a side hustle. When it comes to the cons of having a side hustle, honestly, I can't think of any. If you don't like it anymore, you just stop doing it. Of course, you stop making money, but if you are not enjoying yourself anymore, you just stop doing it. You can quit anytime you want. And that's the fun in being your own boss. Oh, actually, there is a con. The con is having friends, family, acquaintances that believe that they can have your services for free simply because they know you. They don't want to pay you full price for your worth. They don't want to pay you full price for your time because they spend so much time with you anyway for free. So that's not something that they're interested in. That's where you set a boundary. That's where you say,
You know what? I'm actually not offering you my service for free. I value my time, so if you want this service, you're gonna pay me because you would have paid somebody else to do it for you. I gotta pay for this product.
All this product right here, that's all my lash products. You see them lash trays in there? They're pricey, okay? Especially if we're talking mink lashes, not cheap. It's coming out of my pocket. So if I'm spending my time to apply these on you and I have to pay for these products, you gotta do something. We gotta exchange something. Me and my best friend, we have a great deal. She is a hairstylist. I am a lash technician. So whenever she needs her lashes done, I got you. I'll do that shit for free. Whenever I need my hair done, she got me and she does it for free. That is a great arrangement. So if you can find arrangements like that, awesome. But if not, set a boundary. Don't sell yourself short. Don't undervalue yourself. And ensure that you're always looking out for you first, because guess what? You are your own boss. I hope this video has inspired you or motivated you to get a jump on starting a side hustle. Whatever that may be, there is a broad scope of things that you could do. Let's be our own bosses. Now, not everybody has an entrepreneurial mindset. Not everybody is a fan of entrepreneurship. Some people really just enjoy working for others, and that's okay as well. You know, by no means do you have to be your own boss. However, there are certain perks that I enjoy, so I just wanted to share them. Hope you can get into it. Sorry, you've just got to give this hair a moment. It is giving. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And while you're here watching another video, I've got 2 other videos out, so check them out, you know? Give me a little review. Give me a little thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.
Like I look like a charm, 50 rest on the arm, but you know me a storm. I stay flowers, they all born. Put these hoe like it's pouring. I get higher than the Osborne. On the couch if it's torn. Getting money is so important. Thought I was done.